All right, guys and gals and friends of Bob's Barn Workshop, we are back in the workshop today. We are here to, last time we finished up the front brakes. So now I got to raise her up a little bit so I got clearance, so that I can change the pumpkin. Turn the furnace on. Let me show you what we got here. Putting the car up. Put her on the stops. All right. So under the car we go. What we've got to change is this hose right here. Now, unfortunately, it comes with a new block. I mean, it's probably perfectly fine. It feels quite supple. But we're going on a 2,500 mile trip, as I said. So what we got to do first is crack all them joints while they are attached down, which makes it pretty easy because at least they're on the side. We're going to pull that apart. That's just a vent for the pumpkin for expansion. And it got burnt against the pipe here one time, but it seems just perfectly fine. All right, so I believe those fittings, unfortunately, are 3/8. So we're gonna have to hit them with some juice and see if I can get them cracked loose. So you see those fittings up there? I'm gonna hit them with some PB Blast. All right. Hit that guy. Put it on the tubing, of course, because you want the tubing. Ouch! Don't bang your head on the suspension. That really sucks. Ouch. Let's see what we got. Boy, that seems awful loose. She broke. And she turns easily. All right. Come on, baby. Pop for Daddy. There we go. Let's see what we got up top here. There it is right there. Let me move the light to see if I can shine some light on it. Yeah. Right here. Now again, that's got the 3/8 adapter on it. So I gotta hit that with blaster. I need to get a work helmet. Now that's just wedged on there, so I think it was 5/8 and 3/8. I gotta get the 3/8 loose first, if that's the same as the other adapters on the other side. Let me find my 5/8 brake line wrench. Let me try what size this is first. This says 3/8. That's too big. Is this too small? Yeah, it's got to be the 3/8. All right, so that is not 5/8. What is that? 9/16. 13. Is that the one? 13. I don't know. There's some weird sizes here. I have the 3/8 up on here where I can't hardly see nothing. I'll turn it over and see if it gives me any advantage. Of course not. It's the only way I can fit the 13 on. I'm going to have to try to do that with a channel locks like I did before, or the vice grips, or whatever I got here. God darn it. I just needed the pop. I'm going to put the hammer handle up here. That's not going to work. How about the hammer head? Maybe I ain't changing this. I don't know. Jeepers creepers. Can't seem to get a bite on it. Didn't loosen it. Just slipped on the damn. I can get this bigger vice grip in there. Yeah, it just friggin' spins around the... Well, let's try. Let's see. We can get this one on. That one. And then get the top one on the 3/8. I think it's loose. Now let me get my 3/8. I think I popped it. Let's see. Yes, finally. All right, we don't need that other vice grip now. I know I'm going to have to put them back together with vice grips. I'm just going to try the 3/8 open end here because it's shorter. Of course, it's boogered this all up, but it's turning. Vice grips. All right, she's coming out. All right, that is free. Now I got to take that nut out of the rear end. Sound like Georgie from Young Sheldon, right? All right. Got everything in my pocket but what I need. There we go. There's 3/8. That guy's loose. I didn't booger these. Just super hard to get at one, you know. So it's going to be real convenient to tighten back up. I'll get it with this little 3/8 and my little guy, I hope. All right, that guy's off. Now, when I take the bolt out of this, it'll move over. Hopefully I got the right tubing, the right brake line after all this. All right. Nothing could fall down in there. Okay. So that guy's loose. Now when I pull the wedge out of the top, there we go. And then this guy rotates to the proper space to come down through here. There we go. And as I said, this guy is probably perfectly fine. I gotta put this other fitting that I took off in there now. Into the new line. That adapter, I think, probably do need. Yes, so this is identical. be at a 1/2 inch. No, it isn't a 1/2 inch short. Okay. So there's a fitting here that's got a flat on one side and this little 13. So I got to take that to the vise. And knock it out. So I got the hose in the vise and I got my socket on there. 13 millimeter on that adapter. And that guy will fit back up through. See, this has like a D-hole for it to fit through back there, so it keeps this oriented in the right twist. And hopefully the new one has the right orientation. Radon's back, and yes, the D-hole is up. So what we're going to do is put this guy in the vise. The new hose, nice and snug, but not too snug. And replace our little fitting right back in there. Now these are brass, so you can't like go too crazy on them. If you break this off, that's plenty tight. All right. Now we're ready to go back in already. Woohoo! Trying to get you set up so I'm not right in your way. I'm trying to get these hoses started into the little block here. And I think I have succeeded. Of course, everything's at a weird angle. Okay, he's butted. And you know, you really, in truth, these don't have to be like incredibly tight. They can be tight, but they're brass, and you don't want them to break. I'll tighten them up a little bit when I get done with this other line here. Okay, I'm gonna hook up the vent now. And I think I might have to them around a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh, I found the hole. All right. Oh, Mr. 9/16 here. I said this is the vent for the rear end when it expands with heat. So that guy needs to go in tight. All right. And the clamp, can I reuse that clamp? Where'd it go? I'm sweating on it. I think I can reuse this just fine. I mean, it's not like if there's something on there going to blow it off, you know. It's just atmospheric pressure, so to speak. I'm not going to clamp that on there yet, just on the off chance that I might have to take it off again. Nice and tight. So the bitch is going to be, I can't tighten this up ahead of time because the fitting has to spin on the pipe. So if I was to tighten this adapter into the end of the pipe, it would be locked and you couldn't turn it and you would twist your pipe off. So now I need to get this guy up through the D-hole, just like that. And fittings going together good. Like that. And now I probably should put my clip in there to hold it in place. With a wedgie. Got something to push it with. There she goes. That ain't coming out. All right. To get this guy tight, I'm holding the 13. I got my 3/8. So you can only get about 1/6 of a turn. She's starting to seat though. That's good. Turn the 13 millimeter backwards a little bit. Can't get no more leverage. It's probably fine. And that's kind of away from the tweedly-dee-dee-dee. I'm trying to turn it so it's away from the exhaust. There we go. Guess that's as good as she gets. Maybe I'll put a rubber band in here, a loose zip tie. That's what I'm gonna do. I got big zip ties here. There we go. I'm happy with that. I just don't want to ride down that exhaust pipe. Hit my head again. That felt really good. I guess I'm getting used to it. All right. My steel lines are perfect. Let me check my bleeders. I'm going to need them to be juiced up because I'm going to be cracking them. Now, I'm not sure what size they are, but I might have a deep socket so I can make sure 6 points. Whoever invented 12 points, you suck. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but I got to get some juice. Right on. That brake leader right there. Ouch. Cracked my goddamn head again. Sorry so much for soak that. Oh, gotta get the pipe. And we're gonna do the same over here. This filming sucks. I'm not getting the pipe, I just need to get the bleeder. I am not removing the brake lines. No, no, no. So here's the 3/8. Perfect fit. We're going to very gently bump them to make sure that they turn easy. Yep. Just close it up again. And do the same on the other side. You don't need to watch that, but I can reach it. I'm sure I changed these wheel cylinders at some time along the past here. And this one opened up fine too. I've had this whole back end out before, you know, remember if I changed it when I changed the pumpkin and all that. Years ago, near the ratio, put a true track rear end in it, all that. All right, well I just kicked you over, but you seem to be working. I'm gonna drop you down here so I can work on these I can't get that down there yet. I'll crush my stuff. I'm just going to bring it down so I can use the front suspension and control arm bushings. All right. So I got my upper ball joint and I've got the upper control arm bushings up there to do. And there's a fitting right back here on this one. Boy, it's tight. I guess they don't take much grease. Yeah, a lot of pressure. Try this one again. There it goes. All right. They're very tight, so it's not going to take much. I'm going to go do the other side. Same drill. All right, so she's had her grease job. I've almost broken you to bits. I see your battery is cracked. I'm going to have to super glue it again. I've dropped it before. Not like I haven't smashed things before. All right. I'm just going to pull these back wheels off. and check. I've decided I need to lube those. Because they hang up and spin the washer, and then that causes them to gall. Let's see if I can get it off. That one come off. I only had one of them out of the other 10 that the washer got wonky. Because some time ago I actually ground out the hole inside these washers, wheel washers, a little bit so that they didn't hang up. But when you reef them down, it causes them to burr and get stuck again. Oh no, it's not a bad system. I don't love it, but and there we go. As I said before, the sleeves on those nuts actually center these wheels. I'm going to put these tires up front. I'll give him a little shove, and I'll catch him when he gets up here. There we go. So, we've had these rear brakes off over time. And everything looks fine. That's all I'm doing, is just looking. The brake shoes got plenty of oomph on them. They're new. The drums are the old ones, but they're perfect. Perfectly smooth. No need to do anything. All right. Other than bleed the brakes. Let's pull that other one off and we'll give it a check. I just want to make sure there's no broken springs or anything. Give him a push up that way.